Hey, what's going on, guys? Welcome back to a new Clash Royale video. Today, we are going to be looking at one of the best free-to-play decks in Clash Royale. This deck has all common and rares in it, which makes it extremely easy to upgrade for all of you free-to-play players. It's pretty common. This is the deck we're going to be looking at right here. 4 rare cards and 4 common cards. None of them costing more than 4 elixir. Overall elixir cost is going to be 2.6. So we are talking real cheap here. Let's go ahead and jump into some battles and see how we play this deck and how we can win with this HOG cycle deck. Alright guys, so for our first battle here, we are going to be going up against a P.E.K.K.A. HOG cycle deck, it seems like. I'm going to play in a solo HOG, probably not the best move, but I was really scared by my defensive options there. So we're still going to be able to get a hit, and we'll now be able to counter his P.E.K.K.A. pretty well. Dropping a cannon in the middle, late Musketeer on that right side, so we'll be able to kill the minions, making sure that the minions aren't going to lock on the tower and deal an absolute ton of damage to me. Definitely want to avoid stuff like that. We are able to shut down pretty well. He's going to drop an Ice Golem and then some guards to counter my Musketeer. Musketeer actually almost gets through that Ice Wizard, but we are going to have to drop an Ice Golem to take care of the guards, just to make sure that those don't get any hits onto our tower. Now it's time to send a HOG and Ice Spirit down the left lane. And that's the key to this deck, guys. I knew he didn't have P.E.K.K.A. in rotation since I was able to out-cycle him. So then I'm going to play that HOG and get past his best defense and really do a ton of damage onto that left tower because he has no answer. Because I've been able to out-cycle him using all these cheap cards like the Ice Spirit and the Ice Golem. Plus Skeletons. We got a whole bunch of cheap cards in this deck. Let's go in for another one. I know he's so far away from P.E.K.K.A. now that he won't even be able to remotely put that down to stop my HOG. So I'm able to get even more shots as well as clean up the guards right there, which takes a bunch of defensive pressure off me. We do have an Ice Wizard still coming down the side, and then he throws out a HOG out of nowhere. We don't have cannon in rotation, so we gotta cycle. Like the key to this deck is get that Ice Spirit out, buying us some time, and getting that cannon back into rotation so that we're able to shut down that Hog Rider and not even give up a single shot onto our tower. Like I said already twice in this battle, cycling is so key with this deck because it allows you to get past your opponent's counters and be able to have yourself ready for your opponent's offensive push with whatever your main defensive unit is. In this case, the Musketeer and the cannon. I'll always have that up as a defensive option because I'm able to cycle past him and have it up by the time he has the P.E.K.K.A. down. Terrible freeze by my opponent there, allowing that Ice Wizard just to slowly chip away at my Musketeer. Does nothing, and we counter push hard there, actually take it down the tower with 20 seconds left. That's how we do it. And the Ice Spirit and minions will, or Ice Spirit and Musketeer will clean up the left side. Let's go ahead and pressure some more just to make sure my opponent can't build up any late push here. We are really going to get shut down on the right side, but that doesn't matter because we're able to take this first battle pretty handedly, winning 1 crown to 0. So now let's go ahead and swing on over to our second battle. We are going up against 2 of the most hated cards in Clash Royale, the Royal Giant plus those Elite Barbarians, both of which apparently are going to be getting buffs very soon in the balance changes. He's going to start it off with some minions, which will die to my Ice Golem death damage. But now I'm going to have to worry about the Elite Barbarians, which is such a stressful card to counter. Luckily, in this deck, if you guys are going up against Elite Barbarians, you can honestly just cycle between the Skeletons, Ice Golem, Ice Wizard, or Ice Spirit, and the cannon, and that will do enough to shut it down. Fortunately there, we don't have the cannon for the Hog Rider, which is a big thing. Plus, we're going to need the cannon for the Royal Giant. It is what it is. You got to kind of make do. Use that cannon as much as possible. I do have a very cycle-heavy deck, right? So, like I was saying last battle, you got to cycle to that cannon as fast as you can, making sure that you'll be able to have it for the Royal Giant Hog or Elite Barbarians. I did kind of waste it there with the Wizard, but I had no other options. And now we're going to be able to start a pretty nice counter push. He plays Elite Barbarians, of course. That is by far the best answer he has to the Hog Rider. Skeleton Army is decent, but the real problem is I could zap it down in about a half second. We're short on elixir there, especially when he zaps down the cannon and Ice Spirit. But all in all, we're able to decently avoid damage. My left tower there is in triple digits, so we gotta watch out there. It will probably fall unless we can play some superb defense. Right here, we're gonna go in with the Hog plus the Ice Spirit, taking down the tower. So now I kind of got to focus on taking the second tower since I think that left tower is going to fall. Got to counter that Wizard, unfortunately, which means going into a severe elixir disadvantage. But with double elixir, we can pump it out and it won't be as bad. There's the Royal Giant for the first time. I got that cannon down. I did an absolutely terrible fireball there, throwing out the oops. I thought all the minions were still alive. I messed up big time. But the Royal Giant isn't able to get too many hits, so it is a successful defense by me. He zaps nothing there, putting him at a bit of a disadvantage. My Hog is doing some damage to that left tower, really making it hard for him to win this 2-1. His freeze was kind of wasted there. I'm going to send the crying face because he wasn't able to get a single hit on that tower despite everything he does. And now it's 10 seconds left, guys. We got to defend hard here, making sure he can't do enough. Royal Giant gets shut down, and it's time to start spamming those crying and laughing faces. He had Elite Barbs, he had Royal Giant. It didn't matter. We won with a 2.6 elixir deck against that. That's what I'm talking about. Now we're going to jump into our final battle where we're going to be going up against a fellow Hog Cycle player. This guy's rocking a pretty classic Hog Mini P.E.K.K.A deck, which is one of my absolute favorite decks to play in Clash Royale. He's got the Lightning, so we got to be careful with the Musketeer in the back. We're going to Fireball down the Princess. That is the one key to this deck, is it's really, really tough to take out the Princess. He does have the Tesla, which is very bad news for us. The Tesla is able to counter the Hog so well, but there the Musketeer is far enough away from the Tesla that it's able to lock onto the tower and get a couple hits there. He's going to lightning down my cannon, which at the time I thought was a bad move, but it does allow his Hog to get a couple hits, plus he gets that lightning damage onto the tower, which always helps so much. So a good move. You might want to consider bringing Lightning in your Hog decks. Now we gotta worry about this Mini P.E.K.K.A. We do have Skeletons, which usually is enough, and sure enough, that Mini P.E.K.K.A. will fall. Now I'm going to go ahead and go Hog Ice Golem there. Unfortunately, he is back to Tesla since he is playing a Hog Cycle deck, just like us. Luckily, our Ice Golem will be able to chip down just a bit of damage, but in battles like this, that damage is so key. I'm going to have to play a cannon against the Princess or else do a negative elixir trade, even though I know I need the cannon for the Hog Rider. He's going to go in with the Ice Golem there. Not really sure why exactly he did that, but we're going to go ahead and play that Musketeer kind of north. I was expecting a Hog Rider to come in, and we are going to go in with the Hog. I know he doesn't have the Tesla, but the Mini P.E.K.K.A. and Ice or E-Wiz together are more than enough to take it out. Now he's got another Princess we got to deal with, and that Mini P.E.K.K.A. luckily dies. We're going to play a Musketeer just to make sure it dies. Princess still does get one shot, and now with a minute left, we're looking like we're kind of in a standstill. Right now, my opponent has a bit of an edge. Fireball goes in, taking down that E-Wiz. Just a sliver of health, but my tower will be able to clean that up. Now it's time to go in with another push, and check out that Tesla placement. Absolutely awful. Gonna start spamming some laughing faces because I know that is the mistake that's gonna cost this guy the game, essentially. We're able to get that tower down within a fireball range or his fireball and zap range. Lightning right there is not really going to do much as we have enough troops to shut down that Mini P.E.K.K.A. Skeletons as insurance there, and now I know we just got to hold on for the next 10 seconds. He plays a Tesla like I'm about to drop a Hog, but in fact we're going to drop a Hog on the other side. There goes a fireball taking down the E-Wiz, and we just need one zap. One last crying face there just to prove my point, and that's going to wrap it up for the third battle. That's going to go ahead and wrap it up for the video, guys. Thank you so much for watching. I will be back with a new deck very soon. Go ahead and comment below what kind of deck you'd like to see me review. But thanks again for watching, and if you're not subscribed already, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. I'll see you guys soon with some more Clash Royale.